Welcome back. Today we're featuring the Jax Bridges program. It's a special program created by the Jacksonville Chamber of Commerce. Here today to talk more about it is Carlton Robinson. Carlton is the Senior Director of Entrepreneurial Growth for the Jax Chamber, and Jane Schofield, who is the Director of Business and Advisory Services with Ennis Pelham and Associates CPAs, who is one of the sponsors of Jax Bridges. Thank you both for being here today.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Tell us what the Jax Bridges program is, because it is neat. It's one of a kind in the nation.
Go ahead, I'm going to leave that to you, Carlton, because this is...
Well, I think as a foundation, you know, the Jax Chamber, we want to be a part of the entrepreneurial community. And what we wanted, what we've searched for is to find our unique value proposition. And then present that. And for the Jax Chamber, it's relationship access. And so we created a program with that value proposition at the center, that the Jax Chamber has relationship access that other organizations do not. And our goal is to educate the small business owners to interact, to integrate into the large business ecosystem. And then for our large businesses, we have a value proposition of delivering quality businesses to them. And it's an entire process that includes education, relationship access, and events.
So what you're basically doing then is educating owners of small businesses, it sounds to me, and then you're getting them networked into pre-existing larger companies that may already be in the area and creating a partnership of sort to kind of help the entire community flourish. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And what would be some of the benefits of this, Jane?
Well, there's a variety of them. What I have seen with the small business owners is that they are looking at their businesses completely differently. So they may have been doing the same thing for a number of years, and all of a sudden they have a whole different focus. We've got businesses who have gotten in front of very large corporations. We've been able to partner them with them. Additionally, we've gotten them access to capital. They now are in a position where they understand what it takes to get money from banks so they can grow their businesses. As they're going through this process, they can't help but succeed. And so often in small businesses, that doesn't happen. So we're really excited at our firm to be partnering this because we really believe in the small businesses in the community.
And the cool thing about this to me too is that when we were talking, you said it was one of a kind program, and this is actually now being tried in other cities that are looking at Jacksonville. Is that right?
So our goal at the Chamber is really to be an example as well. So when we kicked off this program, we treated it as a startup. So we made sure that we had good infrastructure in place, good networking, and good support mechanisms. And so with that, we will be launching in Clay County as part of our Jax USA partnership. We'll be launching a version of Jax Bridges to see if we can scale in other areas. But we're more than happy to share some of the successes and the framework of that with other regions, which adds value and credibility to Jacksonville as an entrepreneurial culture.
Can you give me an example of a small business that this has worked for and how it's changed them? Can you give us an example of someone that this has worked for very well?
Yeah, actually, I'll let Jane give you an example. She's got several clients, you know, that are in the Jax Bridges program. And so, Jane?
I do. Gosh, I don't even know where to begin because there are so many.
There's a lot.
One of my clients that I had actually prior to Jax Bridges who came in, they really weren't sure where they were going. And all of a sudden they took what they had and they said, we're going to start something completely different. Unfortunately, I can't even tell you what it is because it's so new. But they, you know, she started out on one track and she branched into something else, and now because of Jax Bridges, she said, I'm going to go a completely different way. And it gave her the framework and the guidance to do it. Now we're looking for venture capital money for her, and it could be something that is just going to revolutionize Jacksonville. It's a whole new industry for us. And so I get super excited about that. We've got another client that is, or another participant who is partnering with one of the hospitals here in town. And we've just recently helped him get some money in order to grow his practice to be able to do that. So there's all kinds of different ways. We've got another graduate from the program who he's creating a whole new shop for vegan type of hot sauces. And he is currently in Winn-Dixie.
Okay.
So we've been able to partner people in different ways, and it's kind of, it's their imagination and where they want to go. We just help them do this.
I think that's excellent. And I guess this is some of the testimonials that we're seeing right now, and these are just from people that have been able to benefit from this program.
Exactly.
Wow. Is it hard to get them capital when they're just starting out like this, and maybe that they're unheard of at some point?
Well, I think what's important for us as an organization is that we're preparing businesses for access to capital. In the past, we tried to make the right connections, but what we learned from the banks and other stakeholders is that we were missing the boat on preparing businesses to gain access to capital. So a big part of Jax Bridges, we have 8 principles that guide us, but some of the main components of those 8 principles are, 1, being really clear about your value proposition. That's the foundation of every business. If we're not clear about the value proposition, everything around it is going to be weak. The second thing for us is making a transition as a resource provider from focusing on the business plan to focusing on the business model. So that's a clear distinction of our program from others in this resource provider community.
Okay.
It's a little bit controversial as a Chamber of Commerce because everyone says you need that business plan.
Right.
But if we can teach people how to identify and build effective business models, we can accelerate our entrepreneurial community. I mean, we can just move fast and really, really exciting things. And so that's the foundation of Jax Bridges, and that's something that really distinguishes what we offer.
Well, I think the other thing with that, Carlton, too, is that the business model versus the business plan. The business plan is like a document like this. It's very, it just stays on your desk. Nobody reads it. But the business model is fluid, it's dynamic, it's always changing with everything that is happening in your business. So if something changes and you go a different direction, you have the ability to move very quickly, see your results, and keep moving forward.
So it stays fluid. It's not like, it's not something that's affixed. It's not structured. It's giving people an opportunity to kind of branch out on their own and just kind of see what works and what doesn't work. Okay, that sounds really, now stay here, because when we come back, you're going to hear more from Carlton and Jane. We're going to discuss why local CPA firm Ennis, Pelham & Associates is partnering with the Jax Bridges program. Stay right there. We're going to get all into that. Plus, this Saturday at Everbank Field, it's the annual Blue-Gray Bowl. That's where a team of high school football standouts from the north take on the standouts from the south. It's designed to give the students some national exposure and increase their chances for college scholarships. The public is invited to come out and watch. To learn more, you can go to bluegrayfootball.com.